Here's a short little update after doing all the buffing and polishing and putting a little bit of wax on there. As good as the truck's going to look, I'm not going to go any farther because it doesn't make any sense. So, I guess with a little bit more work, if I wanted to, I could make it even shinier, but it's good enough. I got some of the chrome on there. You can see the reflection of everything around it. So it polished up pretty good. The trim for around the grill is from LMC. It's not perfect, but it's better than what I had, which was all smashed up and searching for factory stuff. I'm not doing that. The bumper is from the parts truck. It was actually twisted. You can see that little mark right there. So this side was twisted up and back. I put it in a vise and straightened it out. So it's straighter than what it was. Took a little bit of work, but I think it ended up looking pretty good. It was somewhat level. At least it doesn't have the gap with from having the body lift on it. The rear bumper is just going to go back how it was. But you see, I mean, it's not bad looking. It's got a little bit of shine on it. It's reflective. I gotta finish for the back window. I'm not gonna get crazy with it because you're not gonna be able to see it. The tailgate. I didn't do the center of it because that's where the trim goes. So I didn't want to mess with that. That's how shiny it is. You can't see anything in it. I mean, it's all one solid. Most of the tiger stripes are out. One thing I'm not happy with is, I guess this fender is a little bit darker than the rest of the whole truck. So when you look at it, you can see it's like a shade darker. It kind of depends on the light, but you can see it. And I'm not respraying the fender. That was the only bad part about it, is it's a little bit different. That's what happens. We do a little cheap paint job on it. But on this side molding, I ended up taking duct seal. I got it from Lowe's. I use it on anything that I need to keep water out. I had to put different size screws in there because the holes with the factory screws, it just wouldn't pull it tight. So I ended up having to go and get bigger screws. I think these are number 10s. They're just self-tapping screws. But I made it so that this was completely sealed against the cab itself, so water doesn't seep into the screw and then into the cab, which rusts out most of the cabs. You can see it's all, there's no gaps in it. And then I took an old credit card and clean up the edges, and then just take your finger and smear it. The duct seal is that. It's like kind of like Play-Doh, but it never dries. So I wanted to do that just so that the water wouldn't get back into the cab and make it rust these posts out again. So at least it's all sealed up. I ain't gotta worry about that. I just gotta do the other side of it. That's the update. I think it looks good. For an old bumper on there, a little bit of polish on it and a little bit of wax, I think it cleans up pretty good. Now it's a matter of just ordering gaskets and keep plucking along. It's getting there. El Cheapo spray can paint job.